Hi, my name is John Bosworth. I'm a licensed mental health counselor in St. Pete, Florida. I'd like to talk a little bit about how to cope with jealousy. Okay, jealousy is one of those emotions that people really don't identify correctly. They'll say, I feel jealous, or I feel this, or I feel angry. But jealousy is kind of made up of I like to say two components to most jealousy, okay? There's also, what I'd like to say before we get into how to cope with jealousy is there's a rational component to jealousy and an irrational component. The rational kind of jealousy I like to call concern, which is you're out on a date and you're concerned that your partner or your boyfriend or girlfriend is talking to somebody a little longer than you feel comfortable with, or they're staring at somebody in a suggestive way that you're really not comfortable with, but you deal with it, you accept it, you move on, you accept it as part of life. Maybe you'll talk with her or him later, but you kind of accept it and you don't make a big deal out of it. That's kind of rational concern for your relationship. Irrational jealousy comes about usually through two separate emotions, usually anger, a demand that your partner or person you're with should not have talked to somebody that long or should not have stared at them that long. And then second, anxiety in that, whoa, what if they leave me? What if they don't want to be with me anymore and they're looking at this other person, okay? So what I like to do is identify and diffuse both those emotions, and how we do that is recognize, usually I can go into a long description on anger and anxiety reduction, but one thing that really helps tremendously in coping with jealousy is unconditional self-acceptance. If people really accepted themselves and didn't compare themselves or put themselves down compared to others, especially people that our partners are looking at or talking to, then we would probably be a lot less likely to become irrationally jealous, okay? So when coping with jealousy, turn inward. Don't look at your partner's behavior right away. Look at what you're telling yourself and how you're thinking about your partner's behavior that creates that jealousy. And then try to work with the thoughts that create the jealousy and really work on unconditional self-acceptance, which means you're not a good person or a bad person. You're just a person, same as your partner, same as the person they're looking at. But when we have a healthier sense of self-acceptance, we tend to feel a lot less jealous. My name's John Bosworth, and we're talking about how to cope with jealousy.